college football or anything else you want to talk about? What's coming up on your show, too, today?
Well, today on WHBC, WHBC.com, we're going to talk, obviously, about the Browns win and the fact that they're in the thick of things, and Brian Hoyer just finds a way to win football games. It is Ohio State-Michigan week. It's, the greatest rivalry in college football. And like I said, I think the Buckeyes and Urban Meyer, they're not going to hold anything back. This is an opportunity to impress the voters one final time in the regular season, to also beat the hell out of your arch rival at home. You're going to have a lot of recruits there for this game, which goes a long way. And also, think about this, guys. This could be the opportunity for Ohio State to keep Michigan from going to a bowl game because they're not bowl eligible after losing this weekend, and it'll be the last game for Brady Hoke. So we're going to get into all that, and a shout-out to Canton Central Catholic. Yep. They're in the Final Four in Division V in high school football after beating Youngstown Ursuline. Jeff Lindesmith has done a phenomenal job with the Crusaders, and they may bring home a state championship. So we're going to get into all that today. And guess what, guys? I'm going to be down live, courtside, doing the show from Quicken Loans Arena. And hopefully the Cavaliers can get a win over the Orlando Magic because they can't seem to beat anybody else right now. And LeBron called them fragile, so we're going to get into all that today, too.
What's your biggest concern with the Cavaliers today when you look at them?
No rim protector. It was my biggest concern before the season started. They don't have a defensive player at the back end of it, the eraser at the rim, because they're not good on the perimeter defending with Kyrie and with Dion and Kevin Love. They still don't have a true center. The big guys, it's all about the bigs. As Coach Luke likes to say, it is. They don't have a big guy that can alter shots, reject shots at the rim, and David Griffin needs to go out and find one. I don't know if he's waiting for Emeka Okafor in December, January after coming back from that herniated disc in his neck, or if teams are bulking on possible trades. But right now it's about the defense for me inside. I think the chemistry will come in time. I had them going 8-7. In the month of November, and they still have a chance to do that by winning their final 3 games. But it's a struggle right now, guys, and I'll be curious to see what they do today against Orlando.
It is. Here's the one thing. I mean, I watched that team out there. They had like 4 guys that felt like they were under 6 foot, and Andy out on the floor, and Valanciunas was out on the floor too. I don't know who's going to get a rebound. Right. I'm watching that the other day, and I'm going, you expect it? And then you're 5 wide on the outside with nobody underneath, and there's no one to get a rebound.
That's the Kevin Love part of it, too. And it's interesting to watch Kevin Love because we haven't had him for a while, but when you in offense, you space him out so much, he can't go down there and rebound. You can't so then it goes down. Well, if your power forward isn't down there, then your small forward needs to be down there. The rebounding is interesting because I thought they would dominate on the boards.
Well, and that's the thing, guys. You're right, Andre. We need LeBron down there more. LeBron's got to start crashing the boards more and being a factor down there because they are playing power forwards at the center position when a lot of teams now are playing actual centers at the center position. So this is still a work in progress. I'm not ready to, head to the 480 bridge and line up with everybody else, but it's something that they need to work on. And LeBron said he's learning how to play with these guys, and they're learning how to play with him. And we could see lineup changes today. I asked David Blatt about that post-game the other night, and he said he was thinking about tinkering with the lineup. So we'll see if they move Tristan into the starting lineup and Andy to the bench, or maybe it's Joe Harris or Mike Miller into the starting lineup, Sean Marion, to the bench. So a number of things are going to be happening today and throughout the rest of this month and next month.
All right, thank you very much, Kenny Rhoda, KennyRhoda.com studios, and listen to him this afternoon on WHBC.
Have a good one,
Thank you, Kenny.
All right, thanks, guys. See you.
The thought of Joe Harris starting doesn't do a whole lot for me.
Doesn't do much for you.
Well, look what you put together here on this team.
I get it.
And it's nothing against. I like Joe Harris, and people make fun of me. But you're talking about the fact that you needed to go to Joe Harris to be a starter this early in the season.
Don't you need to find out what you have in him? I want to see Mike Miller in the starting lineup. I want to say this the right way. They're athletic, but they're not as athletic as we thought they are. When you start looking at the Mike Millers.
David Blatt trusts 5 guys. That's what I see on the floor.
Yeah.
He trusts 5 guys. And you're going to burn those guys out by Thanksgiving, by Christmas.
And you can't burn them out. But you know what?
What? Stop it. He's throwing a flag over here.
Who cares what he does?
We are going to get rid of your microphone. You know that? We're going to yank it. It is a privilege for you to be on this show.
I'm surprised you actually know what you're paying attention to what we're talking about. That's nice today. For once, you actually know what's
True
going on.
or false, you have washed that jersey the entire season. True or false?
No comment.
True
No
or
comment.
false? No comment wasn't one of the things.
All right, well, you know what? This is one of those rare moments where I think we might actually end early this week. So what do we got here? We got.
I got a couple of tweets
go ahead, read some
that I
tweets.
wanted.
Let's see
This
'em.
really sums up Brian Hoyer from Ken. Love him, hate him, love him again.
Yeah, that does
That's
sum
fair.
it up. That does sum it up well.
Back and forth.
Well, it's funny. I think people said the same thing about. Well, I don't know if they said it about, but that's the whole cardiac kid
I
theory.
was going to say, did Brian Sapp go to this?
I don't know. No, because Brian Sapp didn't have to worry about Twitter or Facebook
social
or,
media.
or Dogs on the Run or
Right.
Tubby Dog or any of these things. Although Tubby's been great.
Tubby's
with Brian
been
today.
great.
One thing I want to point out too for all the Manziel love, like how many rookie quarterbacks in the last
None.
10 years have succeeded
I
in a
know.
rookie year? Like Andrew Luck is the only. RG3
Right.
too is rookie year, but after that, it's
Well, I'm glad you brought up RG.
It's always better when you get to the new building.
Well, it's been 64 days since the last time we saw Johnny Manziel take a snap. Think about that. Could that be why the fans are freaking out? They've gone 2 months without seeing number 2 take a snap.
Now, I think you're freaking out because you've got 2 first-round draft picks that were virtually giving you nothing. And Justin Gilbert was okay yesterday.
Gilbert made a play yesterday.
He had to man up yesterday. He had to. He had no choice.
He had no choice. Let me ask you this as we are wrapping or however we're doing this. Eric, I'll start with you. Where and when will the Browns play this week against Buffalo?
I think this game will end up being back in Buffalo.
Do you think they're going to clear
Yeah,
it
I mean,
all
look at
time?
the weather the last couple of days. They're going to get this snow
It's going
out.
to snow again, man. You didn't hear it?
Well, how much snow are they going to get?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, look, this is about civic pride for Buffalo. At some point,
Right.
you don't want to lose games to Detroit like they did tonight.
And they've got a brand
You know,
new
if
owner.
this was Cleveland,
Oh.
people would leave their houses under snow to come down here
and help
shovel
clean it
out
up.
the stadium.
Right.
The stadium.
People would shovel
For
the
less-
stadium before they would shovel their own house.
For less than $10, they would do it for free, and then they would take the snow, they would put it in a bucket, and they would put it in a cooler. They would save the snow and say, "I saved the Browns-Bills game that helped them get to the playoff," kind of thing. They would hang on to that snow all
Long
year.
as Swagger doesn't make any of the yellow snow, I'm all in. I would help out.
I
don't think they're going to be playing in Buffalo this week. I really don't.
I don't know. Well, John Kosick was up there all weekend. We'll talk to him and see what he says. But if I'm Buffalo, I'm doing everything
You're
I
right.
possibly can. This is about civic pride.
Yeah.
This is about saying my city is tough as hell, and we are going to battle through this. And yes, we're going. I know it's a football game, and it's not more important than anything else, but it is. It's about putting Buffalo on the map and saying, look what people can do when they get together.
And remember, their owner just bought that team for $1 billion. He did not spend $1 billion for his team to play in Detroit back-to-back weeks. One of the reasons they didn't play here, our field is getting resodded in the middle, obviously, is one of the things. But they could have got past that. The other thing was the NFL didn't want Buffalo here a week before they had to play them because, they've basically gone to Detroit, and Detroit's facilities have been the Bills for the last couple of days. Well, imagine if you would have did that with the
Well, you couldn't have done that
No,
here.
you couldn't.
No, and I mean, it's the difference between having turf and grass and having
That
a
too.
dome and not having a dome.
Well, and the other thing that I'll say to you is this. What if that game was played tonight here? What if we had the Jets and the Bills? Would you go? I mean, they're free tickets. I would have went. Why not?
Yeah, I would have gone. But who would you have rooted for? You're rooting for the Bills to lose. That's all.
Draft picks.
You're not rooting for the Jets. You're rooting for the Bills to lose.
It would just be cool to go to our stadium just to watch a football game and be a Monday night game. I thought that would have been cool. I really do.
I would enjoy that with the high school games in the beginning of the year. Have fun. We get college games in there that people don't go.
You're right. Well, we get the worst. It's not like we get great college games, though.
No, when Ohio State played here, they sold
Ohio
out.
State, that was nice.
That was Ohio State Toledo?
Toledo played with them for a little bit. Didn't
They always do. All right, Eric, the referee, what else you got for us? You got the caption?
Couple housekeeping notes. Our fan of the week,
Yes.
Denise McDonald, with the
She's the
caption,
center, isn't
"Go
she?
Browns, Ian loving the Browns." Can we get it up?
And we'd rather.
Oh.
That's Browns fans only. Will be sacked. I like that. That's very nice.
Very cute. What else
Congrats.
did it say?
What did she
Congrats.
win? What did she win, Eric?
She wins a case of absolutely nothing.
That would be funny if you didn't steal that from Pharrell on the bench.
Is that what that's for?
It's a free bag of air on our show. We can't
I love
afford
that Andy Baskin.
We
He should make
can't-
$1 million.
Is that written in the new Browns contract?
All right. Well, we have tip of the cap on that, too, 2015.
Yeah.
Channel 5, Newsnet 5. You'll have our digital and television home. Do the Tubby Dance
I'll
on
do my
that.
Tubby
Anyways,
dance
what
then.
else you got for
All
us?
right, we got two captions. Our first one is Mr. Gordon.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
I don't have to worry about where the used and the new cars are anymore.
What am I going to do after the game?
Stop. I was thinking of another one, but I'm not going to. I'll save it for
Max, you got another caption for us or no?
Change the
do.
picture.
60. 60 yards. Kiss my rear. I won this thing for us.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Man, I'm glad that game-winning field goal was only 37 yards.
No, he was thinking, man, I hope Chick-fil-A is open on Sunday in Atlanta.
They're not, though.
I know.
Trouble.
But you know when you travel with the team, they give you special stuff. Did you see Northwestern when they beat Notre Dame, by the way? Like 2 weeks ago? In
Oh, by the way,
overtime?
how much does that hurt Florida State, too?
I know. Yeah, but that's it does hurt them.
Notre Dame fell off the face of the
They
earth.
really did. Right after you and A-Rod left town.
It was good enough. They beat Michigan.
Hey,
That's
did you
all
meet
that-
A-Rod this year?
Did I what?
Did you meet A-Rod this year?
Yeah, you haven't heard the whole story?
that's what-
Get out of here. You see the pictures?
No, I
Show
don't
the
need to see the picture.
Indians
But
could use A-Rod.
They really could. Well, which A-Rod are you kidding? I want the one that takes the cream. God needs somebody. Well, no. The thing I was going to bring up, did you, when Northwestern.
So much for ending early. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
well, this is fun. We're just freestyling.
Yeah.
When Northwestern beat Notre Dame, it was a huge win for them and everything. And they walk off the field, and the team had bought Chick-fil-A for the players. And they were as excited for Chick-fil-A as they were for beating Notre Dame. They're like, "Yeah, Chick-fil-A!" And I'm like, you just beat Notre Dame. That's not big enough. It was hilarious. You gotta
Well,
see the video.
and Browns get excited about dog bones, so
Yeah,
why don't you
that's
Chick-fil-A.
true. That's true.
Eric, what else you got?
All right, who's in your doghouse?
Hang on a second. I got to tee this up. Some of these days it's supposed to.
The doghouse. I really haven't thought about who's in my doghouse.
I'll give you who's in the doghouse. All the thankless Browns fans are going to be screaming about Johnny Manziel today. Stop.
Why are you fighting them before this?
Because it's Thanksgiving. They've got 7 wins. I understand. I want to see Manziel at some point, too. It's Hoyer's team for the rest of the year. Just let it go. Be better in the whole offseason.
Where I'm with you. Let's save the Johnny Manziel stuff for 2015 at this point in time. Can we wave the white flag?
No, that's not gonna happen.
Please. We don't know what Johnny Manziel is, and I'll be honest. I get it. Brian Hoyer may be a C+ quarterback. But he's a C+ quarterback that's winning football games for you. Let's allow him to finish this season off and worry about the other guy when it's time to do that. That time may be 5 games away, Andy. We seriously may be 5 games away from
That time might be the next snap.
Very well, yeah, it could be.
And Brian Hoyer knew that in New England every play he was there for.
Let's just hope Johnny's ready when Johnny's time comes.
Tell me what. Look at Greco looking back there.
He's trusting his quarterback.
Well, yeah, and that's another issue that you have there too. This offensive line has been mended
good point.
and repaired. And if Joe Thomas is the leader of this team, and Joe's saying, "I trust Brian. We're going to get down the field
You roll
in
with
44 seconds. I don't care about the interceptions. I don't care about anything else. I trust this guy that's going to try to lead us down the field."
If he trusts him, I trust him. And the other thing is, fingers crossed, and whatever the heck they played this Sunday or next Monday, you should have Jordan Cameron and Josh Gordon in the lineup as well. That should change.
At some point, though, you have to ask yourself, 3 concussions the rest of my life versus 1 game of football.
I know.
And it's a tough call.
He's a father. He's got a young son. He's a good guy. He's a California kid that's got comes from a huge family, a great family. That is something I think that has to be thought about if you're Jordan Cameron.
What else you got, Eric, there for